Alright, welcome to my video. My name is Eckogen. So in this video we'll go over the mechanics of Rocnar, the first boss in Naryu Foundry. So this boss's attacks are like Zaikhan and Ebondrake Citadel. He has a 7-minute enrage timer and 4 CC bars. So to CC him, you have to do 4 of the same CCs. So either 4 stuns or 4 dazes. So for this boss, do not use knockdowns at all. So there are two main mechanics, the flame wall and the fire flowers. For the flame wall, so throughout the fight, starting at 98%, a flame wall will periodically spawn, sweeping the room. So this wall can spawn from any cardinal direction, so meaning north, east, south, and west. So I would recommend having your maximum camera zoom at 800 so you can see the wall in time. So as the flame wall approaches the boss, you need to CC the boss. So remember, it's got to be stun or daze only, no knockdowns. So when he is CC, you need to aerial him and extend it so that he does not touch the flame wall at all. So ideally you want him up in the air as the flame wall goes underneath and past him. If he touches the flame wall, it heals him for 5%, and if he touches it 3 times in total, that would result in a party wipe. Be sure to iframe the firewall, as it will kill you after 3 stacks. Well, it'll most likely kill you. It applies a dot damage stack on you every time, so at 3 stacks I think you lose like 20k health per second, so yeah, that's quite a lot of damage. The second mechanic is the fire flowers. So at 90, 60, and 30%, he jumps in the middle of the room and he'll spawn 8 fire flowers, and they'll be kind of around this meshy area here. Each flower applies a burn stack and deals damage. So you need to assign 3 members to step on the flowers. 2 of them will take 3 flowers, while the 1 assigned marker will step on just 2 flowers. So for our flower people, it's going to be Ki Senpai, Creams, and the marker is going to be Kim. So you could iframe into the flowers to pick them up to avoid the burn stacks, as picking up flowers will apply burn stacks onto you. So during this phase, Rocnar does do large AoE swings at random, and it deals increasing damage based on the number of burn stacks that you have. So if you have 3 burn stacks and he's hitting you with these AoE attacks, it most likely will kill you. After his AoE attacks, he'll fire a blockable AoE projectile at the furthest person, so the marker. Ideally, it should be a summoner or an assassin, as they can stealth themselves. After this projectile, he will lift everyone who is visible. So if the marker isn't a stealth class, they need to resist the lift. So destroyers need to use Typhoon, warlocks can use the right tree bastion, and force masters can use frost armor if they're the markers. So all the visible players will be lifted up into the air by the boss, and when we drop we'll take damage, so ideally you want to use a party iframe after we're lifted. So any flowers that are left behind will be absorbed by the boss, healing him for 5%. So it's kind of similar to the Asura mechanics. So if you do it right, the 3 flower stacks on each person will cause 7% damage to the boss. So essentially we had 2 people take 3 flowers. Each time we do this mechanic, it will cause 14% damage to him. The marker, since they only have 2 flowers, need to avoid being lifted by either being stealth or resisting the lift, because having 1 or 2 flowers while being lifted will heal the boss. You cannot take any more than 3 flowers because it'll cause a reset. And of course I'll explain the mechanics as we do this fight. Alright, so there's the flame wall. So you gotta CC him, aerial him, and make sure it's extended so he does not touch the flame wall at all. And at the same time you also have to iframe the firewall. Alright, so there's the flowers. So you can see the markers are stepping on the flowers. So Creams and Key are taking 3 flowers each, while the marker only takes 2. And see how the marker positions himself furthest away. So the boss will fire a projectile at him. So he blocks that, becomes invisible. We all get lifted up into the air. And then we get party iframe, so we don't take damage from the fall. And since 2 people had 3 stacks of the flowers, the boss gets 14% damage. So what I just did right there, I just stomped him back down to the ground. Don't do that, because if you do a bad timing, it'll cause him to hit the flame wall, and he'll heal. So just be very careful when he is aerial. Do not do like a ground, attack that causes him to go down. You want to extend him in the air as much as possible. So the fire flowers again. So remember, there are 2 people take 3 flowers. Assign marker just takes 2. So he blocked it. He went stealth. We all get lifted because we're invisible. We're supposed to be lifted. The marker has to stay stealth, so he doesn't get lifted or resisted. So here comes the flame wall again. Make sure you CC it and aerial him. So at 30%, there's going to be another fire flower phase. So remember that the fire flowers are at 90, 60, and 30. So there they are. So they're going to grab the flowers again. Let's get part of the projectile of the marker. Marker goes stealth. And the marker is the furthest person away. We all get lifted because we're visible. And then we get party iframe, so we don't get damaged. And that causes another 14% damage on him. There's the flame wall again. And that is the first boss for Naryu Foundry. So just remember that for the flame wall, you want to CC him. It's got to be the 4 same types of the CCs, stun or daze only. Aerial him, so time it properly so that he stays in the air so he does not touch the flame wall. And you yourself do not want to touch the flame wall as well. Make sure he is extended in the aerial. Do not ground him. And then for the fire flowers, remember that's at 90, 60, and 30. So just remember that you need to assign 2 people to take 3 flowers, and the marker takes 2. And the marker needs to be either stealth or it needs to resist the lift to prevent himself from being lifted, and then the boss will absorb that and heal. So thank you for watching my video. Hope that helped.